Worm, prepare yourself. Damn Saiyan.
So episode 3 of Samurai Jack was pretty good. It was pretty good. It wasn't as good, in my opinion, as the last one. The last one was so well balanced, artistically good. It reminded me of the old Samurai Jack while giving us the new Samurai Jack and making the show more intense and making the show more artful. It was just such a much mature episode. It gave the show a more mature feel to it. And this episode is not that it didn't do that, but it just it actually did it a little bit more in a different direction. Instead of an artful direction, it focused on art and the gore, the violence of it. But it was that's all it was. And then we get the conclusion of Samurai Jack versus the Sisters of Aku. And the very beginning of the episode, Jack is basically trying to survive. I mean, we're following him in the water as he's floating down river, which was a pretty cool shot. Some of the shots in this show are just breathtaking, in my opinion. And he falls into the over the waterfalls. He's basically leaving a trail, but he's pretty far ahead of the Sisters of Aku. He destroyed the entrance to the temple. You know, were basically trapped, and they had to figure out where he was and pick up his trail again. So he had some time. And we get to see him pull himself into a cave. He's suffering. It's excruciating. When he pulls out the knife out of his stomach, I was like, oh my god, what is this? I'm hoping he gets some medical attention, because that's crazy. He pulled out that knife and it was just so gruesome. His face expressions were just so amazing. And then we get to see the wolf. The wolf actually survived. The one that was attacked by those tigers, alien tigers, he survived. He wasn't an allegory, or he wasn't a metaphor or anything. He was an actual wolf, and he was his companion. He came into his cave and helped him out by licking his wounds, keeping him warm, bringing him food. He helped him out. And then when Jack was strong enough, after he had sewed himself up and ate and slept and got well rested, the wolf basically just left him. He's like, all right, peace. If you need me, just call. And so he left, and I thought he was gonna be his companion for a while. We might see him again, but as for now, he's just kind of for these couple episodes until maybe he comes back later on. But so that happens. The Sisters of Aku pick up the trail. They literally just jump back into the water and do the same thing that he did. Like they go over the waterfall and stuff like that. So they pick up his trail, and then we get flashbacks of Jack remembering his childhood, the first time that he saw somebody die, and I guess his dad was attacked by brigands or something, and his dad cut them down. He got blood all over himself, and his dad was explaining to him, why he did it and this and that, and the lines that he used against them, Samurai Jack will use against the Sisters of Aku. Leave now and live, or stay and face your destiny. His dad said that when he was a kid, and the other Samurai Jack, his Nega Samurai Jack, basically the version just like in Bleach, where Ichigo has the white version of him in his the hollow version in his head. He's telling him how, this isn't what's hurting you, the wound. It's because you killed. Apparently, he never killed anybody before, which is crazy. He's a samurai, but it is true. As soon as he basically spent his whole life training to fight Aku, and then he got the sword. He went straight to fight Aku. So yeah, it makes sense. And when he came to the future, he only fought robots, but now he killed a human, and so he's his other half is like telling him that it's because you killed a human, we have to kill him. If they come at us again, we have to kill them. And so, he's all like kind of looking all evil and twisted and stuff like that. So, one thing what I noticed is that his dad, it sounds like Aku. Sounds like the same voice that Aku has. It's like the same voice actor that plays the dad, plays this Aku, the new Aku anyway. So, it'd be pretty interesting to see if that's true. I'll probably end up looking that up later on and see if that's factual. So, he fights off the Sisters of Aku in spectacular fashion. It was amazing. It was awesome. Actually, I loved it. So many moves, so fast. I'm surprised he got his strength that fast. And surprisingly, he took like 2 of them out right away. He threw spears at one when he wasn't looking through the snow. He went back into the snow. Then threw another spear, another one. That one dodged it, and then it killed the other one. One of them got stabbed in the heart. And then there was 3 of them fighting like in the Shiva formation, and he, fought him off. There was another one that died somewhere along the way, but the climax of it was that he was on this log. They all fought him on the log. One of them, he cut one down. Another one came at him, and he literally just punched her head and broke her neck that way, which was like, holy shit, that is brutal. And then they all fall down into like this, what looks like this is like a cliff, and there's like forest below. The last one attacks him, and that's probably the toughest one. That's probably the leader that's been talking. Apparently, he's voiced by the same person that voiced Azula from, what's it called, Avatar: Last Airbender. So he ends up throwing her over. Oh no, he throws one overboard. That's what it was. He just throws one over, and she falls down to her death, supposedly. And then the other one, he beats the other one, and she's hanging from her little chain thing, and then she's like screaming at him, I hate you, we will kill you. It was like pretty intense screaming. It was like, oh my god, this person has been like bred to hate Jack her entire life. And honestly, like, this is the reason I was kind of like, oh man, that sucks for this episode, because like they all died, and then essentially they all died because she fell too. And I was hoping to see maybe her like come back and be like, because at one point they saw a deer, they didn't know what the deer was, and then they saw like a female deer, then they saw a buck with antlers, and they're like, this must be a minion of a coup, and they realized it wasn't, and they're like, oh, what is this, what's going on? So they're like really, really super sheltered. And so at first I thought it was going to be, they're going to be there for a while, but it looks like a lot of them died. Maybe she survived, and hopefully we get to see kind of her story, because I'm interested to see honestly their story. But it looks like the next episode is going to be Jack in like this new colorful area where he's got to jump over up some stuff. So the very beginning of this episode actually was very, very brutally colorful and artful, with black and white tones and red and white tones, and just, oh my god, like they worked their asses off making the show like look so masterfully done, and hopefully it wins some awards, honestly, in my opinion. But the next one, it looks like it's going that same route, because the way that these bright colors look, it looks very much like it's going to be in that artistic style. But anyway, guys, that's my review. Let me know in the comments below what you guys thought of this episode. Drop me a like if you liked my video, and as always, this is going to be Dragon Ball Black signing off.